Hey Geekly, Kikai Wafra here, and today pull up a stool because we've got a big one to unpack. Honestly, pour yourself a double because we need to talk about Ubisoft and the absolute roller coaster that is Assassin's Creed Shadows. If you thought the drama was over after launch, oh boy, buckle up. We are talking about anime crossovers, cancelled content, and some corporate spin that is so dizzying I think I need a motion sickness patch. So let's lay out the facts on the table. First up, we have this brand new crossover event. Assassin's Creed Shadows has teamed up with the anime juggernaut Attack on Titan. For the uninitiated, that is the show with the giant, skinless muscle monsters eating people. In the game, you get Yasuke looking like a Titan and Naoe dressed up in the Survey Corps military uniform. You go into a cave, you investigate a bioexperiment, boom, it's a Titan. Cool, right? But the bigger story here, the real headline, dropped in an interview with the game's associate director Simon Lemay-Comtois. He confirmed that after the Claws of Awaji expansion, there are no more massive Season Pass-style DLCs planned. They are canceling the future big expansions in favor of keeping things, and I quote, small and reactive. Now, let me play the good guy for a second here. Let's look at this through the lens of a hopeful gamer. On paper, this Attack on Titan crossover is exactly the kind of wild fun stuff Assassin's Creed has done before. Remember the Final Fantasy crossover in Origins? It doesn't have to make historical sense, it just has to be cool. And regarding the cancellation of the huge DLCs, maybe this is actually a win for us. We always complain that these games are too bloated, right? We complain that they want to sell us 100 hours of filler. So hearing the director say they want to pivot to small and reactive content could mean they are finally listening. It sounds agile. It sounds like they want to focus on fixing the core game based on community feedback rather than trying to sell us another $3 map expansion that nobody asked for. It sounds humble. But it is when I started reading the fine print and actually looking at what this crossover entails that I started to twitch. Because once you peel back that "we're listening to the fans" sticker, what underneath looks a whole lot like a ship that is taking on water fast. Let's start with that Attack on Titan quest. You'd think, awesome, I get to fight a Titan with my katana. No, wrong, you run away. The gameplay loop for this big crossover event is literally running away from the monster. It is a gloried fleeing simulator. And those cool skins, the ones they show off in the trailer, you can use them during the mission, sure. But if you want to keep them for the main game, get your credit card ready because they're sold separately. It is a commercial, geekly. The whole quest is just an interactive ad to get you to buy a cosmetic pack. And the cherry on top, it's a limited time event. It vanishes on December 22nd. They're using FOMO, fear of missing out, to pressure you to play a quest that isn't even fun just to sell you a skin. And then we get to the real total BS part, the cancellation of the future DLCs. When a director tells you they're canceling big expansions to try something small and reactive, and that it's an experiment, let me translate that from corporate speak into English for you. It means the game did not sell enough to justify the budget, period. If Shadows was printing money like Valhalla did, do you think they would be canceling the roadmap? No way. They're trying to frame a budget cut as an artistic choice. It's the classic, we didn't get fired, we mutually agreed to part ways routine. They're trying to sell us on the idea that they're being agile and modern, but in reality, this looks like they're putting the game on life support less than a year after launch. Reactive content usually means a skeleton crew pushing out patches while we move the real developers to the next project. It's incredibly cynical to treat the audience like we can't see the scoreboard. They promised a massive live service experience, and the moment the wind changed, they folded the roadmap and pretended it was a learning experience. Anyway, the article with all the depressing details is in the description. Go read it and weep. So Geekly, you're the judge. Is Ubisoft actually being smart here by pivoting to smaller, bite-sized updates that respect our time? Or, as I suspect, is this just a frantic damage control retreat disguised as innovation because the game bombed? Let me know what you think in the comments. Seriously, did they actually dare? click the link if you want to see the full breakdown on this absolute Ubisoft disaster. If you vibe with the rant, smash that like button, subscribe, and tell me below if you think they can actually recover from this. If you want to be a legend and buy me a coffee, the link is right there in the description. Quick question for the next video. Are we feeling the sci-fi bridge background or the fantasy dungeon? Let me know. I will see you on the next deep dive. This was Kikai Wafra for NewsGeekly.